Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Polio Jr. and in this video, as you can see on the screen, I wanted to do a quick review, as quick as I can, for the LG Tribute HD, and I personally would definitely endorse any LG product, and more specifically their phone line. Before I purchased the LG Tribute, I had the LG Volt, the original one, and I purchased this one about 3 years ago, and it's lasted me that entire time up until a few days ago, almost a week ago, until just like anything else, natural wear and tear. Um, you know, it finally decided to stop working, but luckily, every LG phone comes with the LG backup. And you can also use the Google backup as well. So, everything's saved, contacts, any app data, all that good stuff. So, and now, and at that time, 3 years ago, I purchased the phone for $50 on eBay, which was fantastic, uh, with a $30 a month unlimited plan with Boost Mobile, which is unbelievable. And now, the only reason I have the webcam on is just to kind of show you the sleek and slim design of the LG Tribute HD. And this thing is fantastic. And uh, I was really, I really I wanted to shop around and see what was available. But I really couldn't steer away from the LGs because of the durability of them, as far as um, how long that they do last. The sustainability of the LG products are absolutely fantastic. Um, so going into the LG Tribute HD, it came out about a year ago, a little bit more. But to get this phone for 45 bucks on the Boost Mobile website was a heck of a deal. I can't complain whatsoever. I can do everything that any brand new smartphone can do. There might be some hardware differences, and the only the only complaint that I have about this, and it's not even a big complaint, is the battery life is about an hour less than my previous phone. But I'm not a heavy user on the phone, so it's not that big of a deal for me. But I could see it being a big deal for people who are like this the entire day, which I am definitely not one of those people, and I hope I never will be. So, moving forward, I'm going to turn off the webcam in a second. The one thing I've never really done before with the old phone that I could do, but with this one it's just so much quicker, is and excuse any noise in the background. I have people in the house and I have construction behind me, so I'm doing my best here. Is the OK Google function. Play Post Malone.
Here is some information about function.
OK Google, play Coldplay.
Sure, check out this Coldplay radio mix on Google Play Music.
I don't know why the hell I said Post Malone, but are so there we go. This just goes to um, the Google Play channel, Coldplay, but with the thousands of features um, that the OK Google function has, which is unbelievable. Setting alarms, setting messages, phone calls, and there was a few complaints that I did read about, were the speech to text option. It was saying that the LG Tribute HD did not have it. It does. So I don't know where that came about, but just so we are aware, everyone's aware, that is completely um, intact with the LG Tribute HD. So let's just look at some comparisons here, and we're going to I'm going to turn off the webcam, and we're going to go over to phonearena.com. And that's basically what it sounds like, where you can compare up to 3 phones and all their specifications, when they were released, how much they cost, at the moment and all that good stuff. So this is the phone, obviously, that I currently have compared to phones that came out, the more popular phones that came out around the same time. Not exactly, but around. So, so at the moment, it is January 4th, 2018. The LG Tribute HD on, say, Amazon and eBay is between, I would say it's like, yeah, it says 86, but probably closer to $100 right now. Whereas the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the Apple iPhone 7, and like I said, I'm just doing ones that came out around the same time, are upwards, over $400, almost up to $500. Um, and what I like in comparing this is that the operating system with the LG Tribute HD is Android 6.0, which basically that's essentially what the Samsung Galaxy S7 has as well. The dimensions of this phone are larger than the iPhone and a little bit bigger than the Samsung Galaxy S7. This is the lightest phone of the three, and you can also see down here, since we're scrolling down, what column we're in here. And let's go down. Display is right in the middle with 5.0, not that much smaller, obviously, than the Galaxy S7. The resolution is a little bit lower, but you honestly can't really tell the what is that? The pixel intensity or as far as that goes, the pixel density or pixels per inch is lower, but I've used other people's newer phones, newer Samsungs, newer iPhones, and there's not a substantial noticeable difference unless you're doing something that requires a lot of graphics. So if you do like taking pictures, it still does take great pictures. 8 megapixels is not bad at all. It's just that 12 is just really, really good. So this is the first phone that I had that does actually have that has the panorama option when taking pictures. It also has a lot of filters, which a lot of my previous smartphones did not have, unless I wanted to download an app. So that all comes pretty standard. It does recording anything. It still records in HD and it still looks great. This is a quad-core processor, just like the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the Apple iPhone, but these two are obviously a little bit quicker. But here's the thing, is that if you are not a heavy user, there is absolutely no difference, no noticeable difference when you're using your device. So you have to actually access, be running so many things at one time, or using just some insane gaming app or whatever the case may be to even notice a difference as far as speed goes. And that goes for anything. That goes for laptops, computers, you name it. So the system memory is a little bit lower. Same thing, I can't tell a difference. Love the expandable storage. And I went over that the battery life is a little bit less than my previous phone. But if you are a heavy user, you will notice a difference. If you're not, it's not that big of a deal. So moving forward here, just really quick comparisons. Yeah, actually the playing the music just with the phone actually does sound pretty good. The one thing that I did notice, that this was the only phone that had the CDMA capability, and CDMA is used more. I believe CDMA is used more in like European countries, as far as GSM, which is used more in the United States. So, or vice versa. But I have to double check that. But either way, what's cool about this is you don't have to switch out your SIM card if you are going to a country, which is just using CDMA. 4G LTE, of course, comes with the SIM card, all that good stuff. Everything else is pretty standard. Just going down here. Yeah, you can turn it into a hotspot, do all that crazy stuff. And these were the MSRP prices when these came out. The MSRP price for the Galaxy S7 was $700, and this for the Apple iPhone 7 it was $850 when it first came out. And I believe when the LG Tribute HD first came out, the MSRP price was closer to, like, I want to say $150 at the highest, maybe $200 if that. Obviously, there's going to be more information on the more popular phones. But anyway, getting more into so everything I just showed you, everything that we've seen here in the comparisons, like I said, besides the battery life, in my personal experience, you will not notice a difference in the actual performance of the phone, because you are not using all of the hardware that the phone is capable of. So this is just what it maxes out at. So in that aspect, who gives a crap? So no need to get the latest and greatest when something that costs $45. Yeah, it's a little bit more than a year old. Big deal. Going into some other things that I noticed with the LG Tribute HD, I'll turn this back on, is now they've had this for a while, but for all the LG phones, double tap on the phone to unlock it. You put a little lock screen on it. Try not to say it too loud, but the OK Google function works if the phone is off. I mean, if the screen's off and it's charging and whatnot. But the one thing I'm going to show you right now, because I don't feel like using my actual screen recorder, is I have some bogus message here, right? And the cool thing is it's so much easier to, even if I got a bogus text, from whoever trying to do something here, and so I can do, when I go to on the LG Tribute, there's an option in the top right hand corner. It says people and options, and all I have to do is hit block whatever the hell their name is. If you can see it, there's an option there called block. I hit that, and then I can report it as spam, block them, and that's it. I'll never get a text from that number or whatever that was ever again. So blocking numbers and email addresses from coming into your phone is extremely easy. It's also extremely easy to block any telemarketers. You were qualified for this and that. So in the actual call logs section of the phone, you would tap on the person icon, and then it's the same thing. It has these 3 vertical lines in the top right hand corner. You would click that, and then just click reject call, and it adds to the call reject list. Previously you had to, and I'm just gonna, previously you had to actually go to the provider's website to block text messages from people. So let's turn this off again. And which is a little bit of an inconvenience. So especially if you're getting tons of spam. Panorama Vision, the OK Google commands here, and the one thing I do suggest, and I just took a picture of it, a screenshot of it, is the Google clock. I'm not a huge fan of the default clock. So if you just download this in the Play Store, you have the alarm, the clock, timer, and the stopwatch. You can add as many alarms as you want, set them for any day of the week that you want to do. And then this was actually a panorama picture that the first one that I tested out, and it might not look too great on the big screen here, but and I was just literally sitting in my chair turning my camera as I was going along. So this actually, I did one where I did my whole room, but I don't feel like showing you my entire room. So that's just my little window shot. Um, but yeah, I mean, it has a 360 panorama uh, filter on it, which is fantastic. So as far as the price goes, I definitely suggest getting the LG Tribute HD. If not, definitely look into anything LG. And definitely check out Boost Mobile too, because their plans are phenomenal. They run off the Sprint network. I've done a video on that before. And I believe that's all I have. So thank you guys very much for watching. Happy New Year. And I will see you in the next one. Later.